Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. You're here with me as your hostess, and it's tea time with Belle Margaret. I'm Belle Margaret, and I thank you for being here. Tonight, we have something really special in mind for you. And if you don't mind taking a couple of minutes and just sitting back, pouring yourself a cup of tea, and let me share what it is that I've brought to you this evening. I was so great. I was so blessed and honored. I was invited to the holidays Follies dinner and show over here at the Inland Empire's Premier Dinner Theater, and it is fantastic. This is TB Center Stage in Fontana. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't express to you more how fantastic this literally was. The cast and crew, which consisted of 8 that evening, was amazing. And they were so polite and kind and gracious and took the time after the show to sign all of this for me. And I thank them from the bottom of my heart. Every single one of them was amazing, truly amazing, inspiring. I came out of there feeling like I knew what I wanted to grow up to be, so to speak. Uh, Quite fun and funny at the same time. They made it look easy. They've had a lifetime of training and still so young, beautiful, fresh, hungry, and amazingly talented. And my hat's off to them. I look forward to going back again and not soon enough. The food was amazing, the service was amazing, and the show was I just can't stop raving about them. Thank you again, everybody. And yes, they'll be there um, throughout the whole year. They have their calendar on the back of their program, and it's throughout the year. And they are at www.centerstagefontana.com. So you can just log on there, and it shows you their whole year calendar. And I'm going to be there. I'm looking so forward to that. And I thank you. Pardon me if you see me look back and forth. My producer may be passing me my cup of tea because, as you can hear, I have the sore throat, and I'm doing a lot of honey with my cup of tea, and it helps so very much mentally and physically. And as you see, I get so many comments about my nails, and I'd like to send a shout out to Master Aesthetics. Liz does my nails, and I just want to shout out to them and let them know that we support them. They do everybody here on my crew. And thank you so much. They're responsible for the constant look on my different looks on my nails. So they're responsible for my nail work. Thank you for those that have asked. Here we go. Next subject being, which is really our main subject for tonight, and a really heavy subject for tonight, or just in general, particularly at this time, and that is family. Family during the holidays, and hardships with families during the holidays. So I think we can all attest to the fact that that is a very profound subject, and it can even be a common denominator amongst us all, which can be a good thing. It brings, it connects us, and connections are good ultimately. So, yes, I am an optimist, and I always look for, the brighter side to anything, and I always seem to be able to find it or find one. It's not that difficult. It's not brain surgery. So we need to stay positive and optimistic because cycles end and they're painful, but then that's a time for a new cycle to start, and growth Growth isn't easy. Change isn't easy. It's almost like giving birth, I've been told at times. It can be tough, and you've got to get through that, and then you just keep it moving. And it's bottom line is what's called life, my friends. And I'm sure we all feel that way. It's just life. It's not that it's handed me a better hand, handed you a better hand. Um, some of us got it, some of us didn't, some of us were absent that day. Who knows? Who knows? All of the above. Nevertheless, that's life. And we can't make excuses for it, and we can't run away from it, and we can't avoid it. And we should embrace it. We should embrace it because it's your life. And it's not something digital. You're an original. You're one of a kind. So embrace that. Embrace your life. Make it what you want. Manifest that. Learn the power of that. And the power of that comes from within. So you have to start with yourself. Moving on here, family itself during the holidays. How stressful is that subject? That subject alone is comparable to politics and religion. Those are what? Those are two subjects that you never want to bring up in a crowd, at a dinner table, in a classroom, in conversation period. Why? Especially this day and age. Because all H will break loose. The S will hit the fan. Husbands and wives can't even talk about those things, particularly politics. So you see, family is now in that category and always has been, really, but now it is. And why? Because it's just a touchy subject. It's just so very touchy. We all have these people in our families. Yes. We all have families, first and foremost. We all have a sense of allegiance. That's how we're born. It's innate. That's our original tribe. We're all tribal creatures. So see, it's innate. We're born that way. Even if our family treated us like crap, we still have a sense of allegiance to them. And we can't even figure it out our dang selves. But that's what it is. Okay? There it is. You don't have to pay for that. It's yeah, I'm a Dr. Phil fanatic. So yeah, that's what's there. Am I an amateur? I sure am. I sure am. But anyways, um, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. We have that sense of allegiance to our families, so we will always feel that innate feeling, reaction to protect them, to be close to them, to connect to them, what have you. What have you. So that's not made up. That's you're not losing your mind. That's for real. And that's why you feel the way you feel no matter what. Okay. Our families. Our families are our first introduction period. Our families have formed who we are. They're called our environment. And that's who forms us. So ultimately, no matter how far one runs away from that, you can't. You need to own your family. Their flaws, their pluses, their minuses, all of that. You need to embrace that. You need to own it. You cannot change what you do not acknowledge. So if you want to change anything, you have to acknowledge, first of all, and don't disown them. That is the wrong thing to do. You need to embrace them. See, that's me. Everything, it's like you can go full circle and it all comes back to what? Love. You have to love them. And if they don't know how to love you, then give them some time. But don't give up the battle. Still give them love. They still need it. Sure, the well is dry because it takes two. They have to replenish. They're not getting that. Obviously, they're super dry. But you're going to go to them. You have to be ready and strong enough to bring an extra whatever because their well is dry and you know that. So just be prepared because you have to give them extra love. That's what it sounds like. And that's what it usually is. Believe it or not, all of our families are not that much different. They really are not. When I learned that other people had issues the way my family did, that was one of the most liberating things in my life. It set me free. It changed my life. I didn't care anymore about a lot of things. And as they say, secrets will make you sick, and they're very prevalent in families. Okay, there's all levels, all kinds. That's a whole nother ball game. But I'm saying they're there on every level. And sickness is everywhere. So you have to not fall into that trap. It's a trap. Period. Just don't let it be your trap. It might have been your parents' trap, and it's a trap of the past, and it is what it is, and you don't cry over spilled milk. Oh, I fell into this trap. Now I'm never going to have a family. No. Just don't do it anymore. And don't perpetuate it on the next generation. You're supposed to learn. That was a learning lesson. Okay, the crime would be if you went through all of that and you still didn't learn. That's the crime. But that's a whole nother show, and that's none of my problem or my business. I got my own issues. Whatever. Anyways, with that in mind, we're going to wind it down. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to give you a break, and we're going to come back with some more issues, some more stuff, just some more stuff. Thanks so much. We're going to take 5. Thank you.